Hello, my math class. Sorry about missing our Zoom meeting yesterday. I had gone out for lunch and I was coming back, and as I was driving down, I was going north on Main Street, which can be kind of a busy street. I heard something and it sounded like my tire popped, like I blew a tire, and it kind of started shaking. I lost a little bit of control, and I decided I needed to pull over. So I pulled into kind of a parking lot type thing, got out and looked, and I looked at the tire that I thought was blown, and when I looked at it, I didn't see any tire at all. It was just that, like that little part of the axle. And my son was in the car, and I said, "Hey, where's my tire?" And he pointed, and it was rolling down the street. My tire had come off. All the lug nuts had come off, and the tire came off and was rolling down the street. And really hard to drive a little pickup truck with just 3 tires. So I jumped into traffic, and I picked up all the parts of my tire. And then I had to call a tow truck. I had to go to a shop, had to take it there. So some things happened yesterday that were kind of unusual for me. So I apologize I missed it. I did put a video up. Hopefully you watched it. There was no work to do. But today, Thursday, April 30th, I am going to do one problem for you. You can watch me do it. And then I am going to give you 2 problems to do on a Google form. All right, so just watch this one and then turn the video off and go to the Google form and do that. So, all right, here we go. Okay, this problem. Oh, let me get my pen. Okay, so it says the table shows the average depth of several lakes. Okay. All right, there's some lakes here. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lakes. 6 lakes. So we have some depth. It looks like, I'm gonna make this a little bigger. There we go. Looks like we have one that's 1,148. We have one that's 10, 43, 62, 14, and 24. There's one that looks like it doesn't fit. If there's a number in a data set that you think does not fit, that is your outlier. So identify the outlier in the data set. I'm going to say it's this one right here. 1,148 does not fit. Okay. Now, next question, B. Determine how the outlier affects the mean, median, mode, and range of the data. So I'm going to do it with the outlier, and I'm going to do it without. So we want range, and we'll say this one is with it, and this one over here, this column, is without. Okay. So we have the range. We want the range of both, with and without. And then we're going to want the mean, which is like the average, of course, the mean. Then we want the mode. Oh, no, median. Let's do median. Median. And then we'll finish with the mode, which means the most. The one that's used the most. Okay, so starting with the range, I need my little calculator here. When you include the number with, well, you know what? Let's put these in order, shall we? We'll put them right here. The smallest one is 10. That is a really poor 10, isn't it? That's much better. Okay, so 10, 14. All right, then we have 24. Then we go to 43 and 62. And then 1,148. This one is kind of an obvious outlier. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All are included. Now let's do the range. The range, I'm going to do a little highlight here. So there's with and without the outlier. So we're doing it with the outlier, so we want to take the greatest minus the smallest, and 1,148 minus 10 is 1,138. So that's the range. Now, let's do it without the outlier. So it'd be 62 minus 10, which is 52. So the range is a ton different, much bigger with the outlier. Let's see how this affects the mean, the average. I'm thinking it's going to affect it a great deal. Okay, this I think this 1148 is really going to pull up the average. So let's add them all up. 10 plus 14 plus 24 plus 43 plus 62 plus 1,148. That gets me 1,301. I divide that by 6. It gives me a mean, or an average, of 216.83. Boy, 260, that doesn't seem like the average. Not when you got 10, 14, 24, 43, 62. Let's do the average without the outlier. So it's 10 plus 14 plus 24 plus 43 plus 62. Divide that by 5. It gets a 30.6. That feels like something closer to an average with all those numbers. All right, median is the middle. Let's do this one. Okay, with, I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. Then I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. Then I'm left with 24 and 43. 24 plus 43 equals 67. Divided by 2 equals a median of 33.5. Let's see what the median is when it's just without that 1148. So I get rid of that one and that one, that one and that one, and I'm left with 24. Okay, and then the mode, most frequently, 10, 14, 20, 43. Okay, no mode on either of them because nothing's repeated. Okay, so now it says, we'll go to C, tell which measure of center best describes the data with and without the outlier. Now, I would say with the outlier, the best one is the median. It can't be the mode because it's not there. The range, that's too big. And the mean, the average, that doesn't truly represent the center. So I think median is closest when you're including the outlier. Now, without the outlier, let's see, I have the range of 52. That's pretty good. The mean of 30. The median of 24. I think I would go with either of these. And I think I'm feeling like I would go with the mean most of all as the one thing that would best describe the center. The mean would be about 30.6. Okay? So you find your mean, median, mode, range, all that. You compare it and you figure it out with an outlier and without an outlier. All right, so that's the one problem I'm going to do with you. And go ahead and go to the Google form And in the Google form, there are 2 problems, and you can do them. The problems will be right in on the Google form, and answer them and submit. Okay? Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.